everyone, and thanks for joining me for your home practice. Today, the practice is dedicated to those that are experiencing low back pain. And it's not at an acute stage, like you've just had a slip disc or just done an injury, but when it's been sore for a long time. The challenge is, of course, when it's sore, you don't want to move. And one of the best things to really help the low back is to move the hips, to move the low back. So if you've been having a hard time moving, this is your practice. Remember to really listen to the body, be gentle, and also to know the difference between the good pain, you know, the pain that hurts, like you're really stretching, and the stop pain. So use your breathing to really tune into the ability that's there in that very second. Okay, enjoy. So now you can come right down onto your back, and we're going to take the knees right into the chest. So come down gently in a way that you feel your entire spine release into the floor. And that means the shoulder blades come under and the chest is open, and you're just letting the arms rest to the side. Now do feel how with the knees bent, you can let the low back go down a little more. And that helps to get the space in between the base of the spine and the middle back. Because maybe that area is gripping, maybe there's some tension and you're not able to let the low back go. So notice with the knees bent, can you let the low back go? And if it's still hard, take the heels in a little closer and see if that helps, if that's okay with the knees. So the upper body's letting go. And the first thing you do is hug your right knee in. So right knee first, and that's because of the way the intestines are. You want to come in right knee. And then if that's a piece of cake, then you can lift the head and tuck the chin, and just a very small lift. And this will help to press the low back down even more. Make sure the neck is comfortable. And then slowly let the head back down. Keep your chin tucked as you lower the head. And then do that one more time. You can inhale and then exhale as you lift. And if you want, you can press this left foot down because that'll help to draw the tailbone down. And then you can let the upper body back down. Now, if that was a piece of cake, let the left leg straighten. And if that causes discomfort in the low back, see if you can stay there and pull the core in. So it's kind of like a half a giggle, little that you pull the core in, and that'll help to stabilize the low back. And if it is too much, bend the knee again and do like so. Come back where you were. So I'm going to stay with the legs straight. Take an inhale and then exhale. Tuck the chin. Pull the knee in. Feel the elbows to the side, the shoulders back. And then gently release. Keep the chin tucked as you lower and let your head come all the way back down. And then do a little roll side to side with the knee, windshield wiper-like. And you keep the knee really tucked into the body, so you're squeezing in through the thigh, in through the hip flexors. And the left leg is gently reaching out. So you can point the toes with that left leg, and then you can release the right leg. Now have the knee bent, placing that right foot down, and then bend the left knee up. Now draw that left knee in and bend the elbows well to draw the left knee in, and the elbows are bending to the side. Take an inhale and then exhale and lift. Now draw your chin in so you're lengthening through the upper back. The elbows are bending to the side. You really tuck. Get that chin in. That helps to open the back up a little more at the top. And then you breathe in, keep your chin tucked. Breathe in, exhale, lower. Come on down all the way with your back. Come on down and pull in. And then if you can do that with a straight leg, do it with a straight leg. Otherwise, keep the knee bent so that right leg comes out. Breathe in, lift, tuck the chin in. Really tuck again. That helps to open the upper back. When you lift the head, you'll press the right side of your low back down more. So that's the advantage. You'll get a little bit more elongation in the vertebrae. Keep the chin tucked, breathe. Keep the breathing foremost. That's really where you want to keep the attention. The pose will be looser when you do the breathing first. And then you can let that left leg down, press into the left foot. Now bend the right knee and have that right foot press on the floor. Now I'm just going to get my arms out of the way. You're going to press the low back down into the floor, do a pelvic tilt, and then relax the back, coming into a natural curve. And then exhale, press the low back down, flatten the back, and then release, and there might be a little natural curve. And 2 more. Press the low back down, tailbone scoots away from you, and then release, let go. And 1 more time, exhale, press the low back down, shoulders are resting back. Good, and then release and let down. Okay, then you can hug the right knee in again, and either hug at the front. I've got short legs, so it's a piece of cake to get to the front. You might hold on behind the leg, that might feel better. And then you take the left leg up to meet it. So either front or back. Pull the knees in, and see if you can really bend the elbows to the side. Now my back's good, so I'm drawing the tailbone off the floor. Now that's going to give a good sacral stretch. If that's too much because of the sacroiliac pain or the low back pain, then just keep the tailbone down, but still squeeze the knees in. I'm bringing the knees quite wide so they're coming towards the outside of the shoulders. And the elbows press back. That'll help to keep the shoulders free and the head back. So you do want the weight of the head resting back completely. Yeah, and then your neck is long and you're nice and open through the throat. And then you can release the left leg straight down. Now once again, pull that right knee in. Come on into circles with that right knee, coming around, and you really hug in as you get in. So we always do the right knee in first, because this is where the ascending colon is. So because yoga works a lot with the organs, you want to keep that order. And then when we do the other side, we're doing the descending colon. Just so your poop goes in the right direction. Not that you can reverse the direction, but just play it on the safe side. And then come on in the other direction. And it's a pretty snowy day out there today. I was watching all the snow fall behind here. And then you can really tuck the chin in, and 1 more time, you're going to get that lift of the head. And you get a super good squeeze in through the low back. If you can, press the left foot out so you get that length right in through the top of the thigh, pins the tailbone down on that side. And then breathe in, lower, keep the chin tucked as you lower. And then you can release that right leg down. Good, next in breath, take the left leg up, pull that knee in snugly, elbows bend, come on into circles. Keeping the breathing constant, so it's in and out through the nose, and you want to feel that weight of the head back completely. And then the other direction. Hug that left knee in, it's really snug. Take an in-breath. Exhale and lift. Do really tuck the chin. Do keep the head down if this is too much, but you are getting more compression in the low back. Can you point your right toes so you reach that right heel out? Really lengthen there. And then you're going to lower down. Okay, release that left leg down. Then you can hug the right leg up. So you're going to pull the right knee in again, and you might do this very slowly. Then you're going to take the left hand and come across the body, tip over to the left, take the right arm out to the side. So I've got the right arm just about even with the shoulder. Let the right shoulder drop back. So you're getting a really good opening in through this right hip. And if you can, reach that right arm straight out to open up in through the chest and the shoulder. And press that right knee down. Now I'm really pulling down because I do get low back pain daily, and because I have scoliosis, so I really pull that knee down, and then that pulls the hip down. And the twist is strong if it's okay, and if you're getting low back discomfort, you might be here and pull the knee up. You might let your foot come down to orient your foot down and give you some anchorage, and then pull the knee up towards you. So we're opening up one side of the outside hip, and if you're into your anatomy, you're coming into piriformis, glute med, and this is helping to pull down quadratus lumborum. So you've got all that going on, and that's really going to help to pull the hip down, which will lengthen your low back. And then stay there if it feels really good. Otherwise, if you're ready to move on, draw that right knee back up. You're going to drawbridge back in, roll back onto the right side. Oh, that feels good. And then draw the right knee in, and that left leg is out. Squeeze into the middle, so you're coming not to the outside, but right into the front body, rib cage. And then you can release that right leg down. And take a moment, let go. You might do some wriggling of the shoulders and the body to get your body more in contact with the floor. And then on the next in-breath, take the left knee in. Hug that left knee in, bending the elbows. Get a great squeeze, and then slowly breathing deeply, tip over to the right side. Take your right hand and hold on to the outside of that left knee. Take the left arm back. Open through the hip. I don't know if you could hear it, but my hip just let go. So you're going to drop that left knee down. Reach the left arm out so you get a brilliant opening out through the front of the left shoulder. And do keep that left scapula down, scapula, shoulder blade, and drawing the knee across. And you're gazing to the left, or if it's much better, you can always turn to the ceiling. That's a little less turn in your torso, low back. And stay with your breathing. Nice deep breaths to allow the body to let go at the bottom and at the top. Good. And then you can breathe in, hug back in, draw the left knee in close. The elbows bend to the side. Good. Squeezing in. And just do a little side to side with the knee, releasing the hip. Good. And let's do one more lift of the head. Inhale, exhale, tuck the chin. Really press that left knee in. Tuck in as round as you can. Keep the head back if it's too much for the low back. It's just you're really assisting the press of the low back down when you lift. And then you slowly come down. Okay, release the heel to the floor. Bend the right knee up and take the arms out to the side. Turn the palms up to the ceiling. Now, wriggle the shoulder blades under so you've got a nice long front body. Press the feet into the floor and scoop the tailbone out. See if you can get up off the floor and send the tailbone away. We're only coming off the floor about 2 inches. And the shoulders are back. You want to really relax the neck and shoulders. And keep the tailbone reaching out so you're spooning and scooping the tailbone forward. And that means your core comes in. And then you lower down. Now that lengthens your lumbar region out more. You'll get more space in the vertebrae at the bottom. And then you can release. Okay, next you can roll gently over to your right side. And when there is low back discomfort, I'll show you on this side, you want to move together like a frame. Let your whole body move together. Let your top arm push you up. Contract your core to give you support for the low back. And then you can come around. And you're going to come with the hands directly underneath the shoulders. Now with the hands there, take an in-breath and in your tabletop position, gaze just ahead, just to the head, to the top of the mat rather. And so we're not lifting the head. You're going to keep the back flat. The elbows are soft, so you're not locking. And then you, on your exhale, you're going to exhale and round the spine and press into the tops of the feet as the shoulder blades slide down. And then you're going to breathe in, come to a flat back position, and exhale and lift, rounding the spine. Breathing in, come on into a flat back position. And then exhale and round the spine. 2 more times. Breathe in, just gazing to the top of the mat, so not lifting the chin, keeping the neck long. Exhale, round. Feel like you're pressing your palms through the floor, spacing the shoulder blades out. And then come on back to your flat back. Let's do one more. In breath, exhale. Again, feel like you're pressing your palms through the mat. Press the tops of the feet into the floor to draw the tailbone down. And then come on to a flat back. Now, the next one, I want you to really listen to your low back. I'm going to see if you can do a turn because it helps to twist the spine, but you've got to be sure the back can. This is a gentler way to twist. We're going to take the right hand underneath the nose, and then you're going to turn and just do this very slowly. See if you can take this left arm up and let the shoulder come down. This one. So you're going to push into the floor to rotate and come up. Now sometimes if the rotator cuff is tight, it might be difficult to get the arm up, so you can always do a bend, or you could just work on letting the elbow fan back. And then you can take that arm down, press into the left hand, it's under the nose. You breathe in, come up, open, open, drawing that shoulder blade down, breath. And then you can take that right arm down. We're going to take the hands forward 8 inches and then walk the knees back and lower all the way to the floor. Really listen. Scoop the bum forward, tailbone forward, and then lower down to the floor. We take the hands in front so they're coming in front of the elbows. So elbows are right underneath the shoulders so you're not out, and that's going to give you just the right position to begin your Sphinx pose. Now reach the left leg out straight, and then the right leg out straight. Reaching, press the tops of the feet down. And now gazing ahead, press into the elbows and the forearms. So you're going to slide the shoulder blades down. Now just do a little bend of the knees, press them down into the floor and scoop your bum up. So pull the core up, round the spine, and then press the pubic bone further forward. Now that might be painful, so really listen, notice if you're good. So again, I'm just going to show that. You're going to bend the knees into the mat, scoop the bum forward, tailbone forward, and then lower back down. Now as you press into the elbows and you're gazing ahead, keep the shoulder blades sliding down. And as you gaze ahead, keep pressing the tops of the feet down. No need to lift the eyes or the chin, because you're going to work more on sending the rib cage forward. So it's like you're as if your chest bone has a light and you're sending it forward. You want to beam straight out there. And then you can come down. Now, gently, slowly, take the hands right beside the chest, bend up onto the knees, and child's pose the bum back. Now, if it's really difficult to get the head down, let me just show you something. You can take a block, got my handy block here, and you can use the block to take the forehead to. So you bring your child's pose down, and you just release the weight of the forehead down into the block. And in your child's pose, your aim is to bring the bum bones back towards the heels. And for many people, this will be their child's pose. It might be up like this, because the back is, having a hard time getting there. So do feel free to stay up and rounded like this. Otherwise, you're releasing down. You can have your knees apart to fit the belly. Sometimes that gives you a lot more comfort. And then you slowly come on all the way back up. You lift, and you are done your practice. So this is a moment where you can lie down in Shavasana. Highly recommended, because it'll give you a chance to let all of the poses gel inside your body. So lower down to one side, framing the body down. So again, being helpful for the low back when you move. And then you take your legs down, you let your feet roll out, let your shoulder blades come under. And just remember to give this video to somebody who has a low back, a lot of soreness, because that's usually when we move less and when we need to move the most. So find those people and see if you can pass this video on to them and get them to do it. And I shall leave you here in Shavasana. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day.